Hello and welcome to Athlone Town Stadium at Lissie-Woolen for the Colleges and Universities Football League Finals. First game up is Cork Colleges of Further Education versus ATU Galway in the men's Division 4 final. I'm Gordon Brett, I'm on commentary here with Adam Lennon as the teams just line up. So Cork Colleges will play in the red shirts with black nicks, red socks, and ATU Galway line out in purple and orange today. Adam, big day for the players. Always nice to get to a colleges final. It's December. It's not too bad conditions. There's no wind. It's not that cold either. So it's great to be playing in a stadium like this in a colleges final at Division 4 level.
Yeah, no, it's a massive day for both sides. I know both sides have worked very hard to get here. I know personally ourselves being involved with TUS, finals don't come around that often. And yeah, look, you mentioned the weather for December. It's nearly like a spring evening. And look, these players can have no excuses. Perfect surface, perfect conditions, and hopefully we get a perfect game, I suppose.
Yeah, just on paper maybe Galway, just looking at results in the semi-final, they overcame I know it's Galway's B team, overcame Maynooth's D team 6-1 in the semi-final. Cork Colleges had a narrow 1-0 win over Bray Institute of Further Education. And then in the rounds previous, ATU Galway overcame Trinity's B team 2-0. And Cork Colleges overcame the Institute of Art, Technology and Design in Dunleary by 3-1. So it'll be tight. All these finals are always exciting. First couple of minutes can be cagey, but as you say, it's very hard to get to these colleges finals. So we'll be wishing both teams the best of luck and looking forward to a really good game. And we will be live streaming all of our games over the next 2 days in the men's finals and 2 women's finals on Thursday. So we'll have another game at 4 o'clock, another game at 7 o'clock tonight. Maynooth and TUD are in the big final, the Premier final. That's going to be a cracking game with a lot of League of Ireland talent in that game, Adam, actually.
Yeah, no, look, the Premier Division final always hosts some great players, I suppose. From a college's point of view, we talked about it last year, especially, it's growing. More League of Ireland players are going to college, they're getting their education. I did it myself. It is important that you can combine your studies and play football, but definitely there's great excitement here, I suppose, this week.
Yeah, so just while we're waiting there, we have some team lineups here, and they're handwritten for us, so bear with us on these. So the Cork Colleges who are on your screen there are going to play from left to right. They've Dylan Lane in goal, Keelan Hennessy, Shane Sweeney, Adam Dunphy, Scott Tobin, Luke Salter, Hayden McCarthy, Nicky Kelleher, Devin Frey, Luke McGreevy, Emmanuel O'Delunwy. And then for ATU Galway, we've Adam Davey, Ushin King, Aaron Crowe, Dario Fernandez, Dan Duffy, Mark McCardle, Darcy Ngu, Keane Griffin, Tom Daly, Alex Dujic and Dara Crowe. They're still starting lineups for this Division 4 final here. Again, 3 officials for the finals. One official actually in this one. No, the linesmen are there as well. Where they went. Checking the nets. Their nets that were hung by Eamon Cunningham down here in the stadium a few weeks ago. So
they look very well.
Yeah, they look very well. Yeah. Best hung nets in the National League of Ireland. So we're away. Our first final here from Athlone Town Stadium, Lissie-Woolen. Cork Colleges in the red and black, playing from left to right against ATU Galway's second team in the CUFL League Division 4 final. Of course, I have to mention Liam Murphy in the backroom team there with the Cork Colleges. Murph, I had the pleasure and the honour and the learning experience of working with Murph years ago with the college's FEI national squad for about 5 or 6 seasons, and to be fair, he set me off on my coaching path, and a League of Ireland legend himself, Adam as well, in his Cork City days, and He chopped me in two once as well down at Turner's Cross a long time ago. But it's great to see Murphy still involved in the game and giving his time to at the level of football he played at, but to be still doing a college's football is a tribute to him.
Yeah, and just as we're talking about Cork, ATU have a chance here. And that's a tackle Murph probably would have been proud of.
Yeah, that's for sure. As ATU Galway just starting to apply a little bit of pressure. Tom Daly getting the ball out to his number 7.
I think that's going to be a Cork ball, and it is, yeah.
Yeah, Darcy and Godjo there just trying to keep it in, but as you say, the ball just came off him, I think.
Yeah,
last touch.
Hennessy did well there. He didn't let the winger go down the line. He just got the foot in nice and early and won the ball.
The ball is just stayed in play. A little bit of a physical battle there, but lines and flags, that'll be it. ATU Galway throw in. Adam Crowe knocking it forward as Cork get it down and look to start to play and build a little bit, but the ball I think is gone again. It's gone out for another throw.
Yeah, 2 minutes gone now, and you can sense a bit of nerves probably on both sides. No one has really put the foot on. I know it's very early yet, but a bit of sloppy play at the start.
Header out there with Keelan Hennessy, the right back for Cork Colleges. So Crowe with the throw in here. Looks like he's going to go long. It's a decent throw.
It's a great throw.
And Godjo headed that one back in. Just can't get it under control as Cork look to just clear their lines. And so as you say, Adam, just sometimes these finals takes a little bit of time to settle down. Players trying to find their feet, a little bit of nerves, but it's Galway, I suppose, with the territory so far, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say they've had the possession really, but there's a chance here now if he can get his body in front. And Hennessy does well just to clear it, but early signs they're hitting Daly. He's a physical presence there. Listening to the Cork management team beforehand, they were probably worried about that physical presence from the likes of Daly up top, and we just see Crowe here with a long throw, and it seems like nowadays every team has a long throw, and it's just modern football, I suppose.
Rory Delap has a lot to answer for.
He does, he really does.
But it's a great weapon as Daly heads that one on, and Godjo just trying to put pressure on the Cork left back, Shane Sweeney.
And ATU have won the ball back.
Yeah, headed out then by Scott Tobin for Cork.
Yeah, the two centre halves from Cork are going to have their hands full today, I think.
So all the play down this end to our left. If you've just joined us, just 4 minutes gone. ATU Galway. No chances or anything yet, but just Galway applying a little bit of pressure, a couple of long throws in the box, and Cork just struggling to get out of their own half at the moment, and that one's just kicked into basically into touch by Luke Salter for Cork, just trying to relieve a little bit of pressure, maybe give them an opportunity to settle down and calm themselves into this game.
Yeah, Cork, they probably need to get a foothold just on the ball, because you don't want to concede early in a final and be chasing the game, but still very early stages yet as ATU look to whip the ball in, and it's cleared by Tobin again.
So again, Cork just can't get possession into the opposition half as here comes Godjo, who's a little step over, looking to go on his left foot. Tackled by the midfielder back there. It wasn't Hennessy, was it?
I think it was number 6, Nicky Kelleher. He just got the foot in again, and I'm not even sure if it came back off the ATU player, but he's going to have the chance to throw it out here for Cork, and Griffin again picks it up.
Tries one, but probably worth a strike. Just always just fading away.
Yeah, and it's interesting, even in these early stages, the positioning of Keane Griffin, he seems to be just given that freedom of the park. He's picked it up on the left hand side, the right hand side, and again he picks it up on the left there and has a strike, and he's won a corner for his side. Dukic
will take this, and Adam, as you know, all week now they're probably working on set pieces, where last week in preparation. So we see, is there anything, have they got anything special here? As Dujic looks like he's going with an outswinger, he's one-handed signal, so it's a bit of movement, and it's headed away, but they haven't fully got rid of it. And
that's a goal kick. Yeah, no, yeah, I think that it was intended for Daly, and it just was probably overhit. We'll see it again here in the replay. Yeah, he just kind of overhits it, and ball bounces, and it's their skipper Dan Dully, and he just can't get enough purchase on it.
So it's really been 6 minutes of pressure on the Cork lads, who is getting it very hard to get out of their own half, and just need to get a little bit of a foothold here. And they look like they want to play.
Yeah, they're trying to play anyway, but again, they've given possession back to ATU rather cheaply. They probably need to, settle things down and more move the ball through the thirds rather than rushing things to go forward. There's been constant pressure, and again, look, it's going to be another long throw from Crow, I think, and the big men are going flooding the box again for ATU. Crow goes short
this
to
time,
Griffin,
yeah. It's
sorry, it was
something different. Yeah, here's a chance now for the Cork boys just to maybe just get behind the goal defence, but it's cut out again by Duffy. Picked up again. Griffin looks like he's a player who's going to get on the ball and maybe try and dictate the game for Galway. Adam.
Yeah. Strong tackle there in the middle of the park by Dugic. But he wins possession back for his side. But yeah, Griffin going back to that point, he's just picking up pockets, and the Cork team kind of don't know what to do with him. Do I go? Do I stay? If they're letting him go and he's just getting on the ball and dictating it really. And it's not suiting Cork right now. And then when they get the ball, they're trying to hit their centre forward, and they just can't. They can't keep control possession.
So another set piece for Cork man to defend. I'm sure Daly is the target. Big man up there, but it's gone over his head, and Gajo was trying to get a touch on it, but I think it was Duffy again, was it?
Yeah,
might have got a
Duffy.
touch.
Yeah, he's been a handful from these set pieces, but we'll see it again here in the replay. It's a decent ball in, but again, if Duffy actually misses it, I think Griffin has a tap in at the back stick. It's poor marking from Cork, but they're looking to play out here again.
Adam Duffy looking to play out there, and Hennessy was under pressure, and a little step over by Emmanuel Olomwe, and Cork now just saying, can they get the ball? Oh, there's an opportunity just for him to go inside there to his number 10, to Luke McGreevy, but he stayed out wide, and there was a bit of space inside and centre of the pitch. ATU had completely overcommitted to their left hand side, and they're just the little moments that Cork will need to get right, maybe to get a little bit of space and play out.
Yeah, he's probably tried to complicate it. He hasn't got many touches early on, and he's tried to beat probably one man too many, and it's cheap. Again, it's cheap possession for the ATU Galway side.
So again, most of the play has been just in about a third of the pitch here in front of us on this side. It's game really hasn't opened up yet.
It's made our life a bit easier though.
Absolutely. When you get to my edge, the eyesight, the more that happens this side, the better.
Questions of a foul there.
He's given a free kick, I think. Yeah, the officials are mic'd up, so they're in constant communication.
I think he's given a throw actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looked like he pointed for the free kick, but anyway, Hennessy will take the throw in, and Gajo wins that, but it's knocked forward by the number 10, Luke McGreevy, and ATU with Fernandez going back to his keeper Davy, plays into midfield, and
it's a great touch, but I'm not sure if it was meant, but
it worked out from as Cork have a little bit of defending there to do with Scott Tobin. Sweeney trying to play out from the back at left full, and But it's a throw in for Cork. It'll just be interesting to see if Cork can get a foothold in the game, what sort of attacking threat to have, and how Galway can deal with it. But we just haven't seen that yet, Adam.
No, Devon Frey, he's been working hard, but he just, like, that's probably his second touch of the game, but he hasn't had it to his feet really. Yeah, we haven't seen any kind of build-up patterns or a threat from them yet. But look, it's still very early stages, and at this level as well, teams get very tired, especially if lads haven't been playing.
Yeah, and it's a massive pitch, and then the artificial sun just takes a little bit more out legs. A little ball forward there for Daly, looking to make the run, but cut out by it was the number 4, Adam Dunphy, the centre back for Cork. So small signs maybe that Cork are just starting to get the grips with it a little bit.
Yeah, look, they could have just maybe felt the pressure, but there again, kicking the ball away isn't going to help
So
the
you look
nerves
for,
anyway.
Yeah, look for a big switch. It just wasn't on at the time, as Hennessy's well tackled by Ngajo. So
that's good pressure from the winger. You know, the full back takes a heavy touch and he sees the opportunity. He's unfortunate that he doesn't win possession back. But there's Griffin again, and that's excellent play from the central midfielder.
Showing good strength as well. Comes inside. It looked like he was going to wind it up with the right foot.
It's not bad ball.
Yeah, ball went to it. It was number 10, Dugic.
Oh, it's just taken off the Hilly's toe.
Dunphy, I think, did he just get a touch with it? But it's again, Cork really under pressure so far. But no clear chances or anything. They've had, 2 hooked over the bar, one from a header, one from a kind of a bit of a.
We'll just see the replay here, Gordon. He just gets a nick on it, and
enough. That's the work you want your centre back doing. And Gajo heads it on for Daly, but it was cut out by the number 6, Nicky Kelleher. Actually called him Luke Salt earlier on. We've a change of numbers here on the team sheet. Daly does well on Hennessy.
Oh, he forgets to bring the ball with him though. I think that's going to be free out.
Yeah, he looked to just roll it over onto his left foot, but the ball just didn't come with him. But Daly looks to be a bit of a threat, not just his physicality, but his movement is good, and he's going to be a threat in the air as well.
Yeah, the one thing kind of about the Astro as well, that sometimes you think the ball's coming with you and it just stays, and that's just the unfortunate side of artificial grass. But look, we can't complain. We wouldn't have football here if it wasn't Astro.
Nice little touch back. Ball just little bounce pass by Devon Frey. He was trying to get a long way in behind, but he was going to be offside anyway, I think, as Griffin again with a little touch for Dujic, and Sweeney goes along with this one, but he's leaving an awful lot of work for his centre forward there, Devon Frey. Frey again is just trying to get possessions.
Yeah, Frey, he's up against 2 big centre halves there, and he's not going to win them aerial battles. He needs the ball to his feet.
Yeah,
that's a
Ulwani
decent ball
has a chance in behind now. This is what we're hoping for, just to see
Frey's
what can Cork do. It's overhit.
It's overhit.
Yeah, Frey went into the middle of the box, but the ball was overhit, and as Dujic has lost possession to Sweeney, but Sweeney's touch lets him down a little bit. As the Galway man Dara Crowe comes with it, but again, Dunphy with the header. He's read it well there, Dunphy.
Yeah, it's great defender from Dunphy. Daly's gets the wrong side of him, and he does well to recover. But that's we finally see Cork's threat.
Yeah, but the giveaway is so easy there again. Ball into midfield, just picked up by Griffin, and Gajo again going at Hennessy here, goes onto his left foot this time, gets the cross in, touched by Daly, and again, game just opened up a little bit there.
Yeah, it's
chances both ends, no crosses.
Yeah, we see it again here. Finally he gets past the man. Daly, he just can't get enough on the header, but he does well to redirect it.
Yeah, he gets across the defender very well.
But we finally seen what kind of Cork can offer going forward, and ATU on the counter as well.
Daly doing well just to keep the Cork men trapped this side of the pitches. Dunphy goes forward with it, and Dunphy coming forward, but linesman had his flag up for, I'm not sure was it for a free kick or trying, but again Griffin picking the ball up in lots of pockets of space, playing those little balls forward. Just see now he's going to get one on his right foot. He plays to the back post, but it's cooped up by Sweeney. The ball drops for Dujic. Daly's in there as well. Dujic, can he get on his left foot? It looks like he's still in play. And Gajo has it. Can he get across in this time? His left foot? It's blocked down by Sweeney, or Hennessy, sorry. Again, real chance there.
Yeah, well, just see, Dujic, he just can't get away from the defender. And actually, the keeper does very well.
Keeper does well, but two-handed signal here from Dujic from the throw-in, but just in that replay, he couldn't swing his leg at it because I think Dunphy had got too close to him. So, two-handed signal, just see where this is going. It's going near post, headed by, was it Hennessy again?
Chance for the break here
And
now.
he gets it forward to Frey. He does well just to hold it up, keep possession, but Cork, well, it's going to be pressure from Daly here. And I suppose when you're keeping those situations, Dylan Lane probably does the right thing, just puts his foot through it.
Yeah,
as you say, make them stake up in the back of the stand.
Yeah, Luke McGreevy, he kind of put his keeper under pressure there. I'm not sure what he was thinking going back. It was a bobbly pass. He had the chance to go forward with it, and he went back. But Dugic again is, Cork need to to deal with the threats of the two midfielders, Dugic and Griffin, or else they're going to be in trouble.
So again, Griffin, they're going to have to get tighter to Griffin. He's really dictating the game from midfield. As the ball is just won back there by the Cork man through Nicky Kelleher. Sweeney plays one forward, but it's straight to the right back, Oisin Kirby. Or King, sorry. Just if there's one thing you could probably tell the Cork players at this stage, and it's just keep possession, keep it simple. Take the sting out of the game. String 3, 4, or 5 simple passes together. Just give them a little bit of opportunity to get a grip on the game here.
Yeah, it's nearly like a training game of just waves of attacks, and you're right. They just need 2, 3, 4 passes.
This type of passage play, I know, you have the number 6 there, Mark McArdle, but he's popping balls back to his centre back, and he's just probing us. Now they have a chance at Daly, maybe trying to get on his right foot, but good pressure there by it's Kelleher again defending, but Ngajo on the left comes inside on his right foot this time.
It's going to be a free in,
It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position, Adam.
Yeah, it's a great chance, and again, it's good winger play. This time he does him on the inside, and we'll see it again on the replay. Gets past 1, gets past 2, and he just gets the touch, and it's a free kick all day. Not sure was it the number 6, Nicky Kelleher again. Yeah,
but Ngajo, we've seen already, he can go outside, he can go inside. I just see number 6 there from Galway, Mark McArdle, getting some information from Brian Laffey, the coach here from ATU Galway. I have to mention Ray Connolly is down there on the sideline. Ray is involved, he's given his life to GMIT Galway and ATU Galway as they are now for soccer. He's secretary down there now, but he's done so much. As Dujic is going to go direct with this one, and he just doesn't get enough to get it up and over the wall.
Yeah, and to be fair to him, he struck it well. It just doesn't dip for him. It's as simple as that. We'll see it again here. Dugic, good technique. He probably just leans back a bit too much, and it's over the bar. But again, worrying signs for Cork.
Yeah, 18 minutes gone, and Cork as an attacking threat. We've only seen them in the opposition box once so far in this almost 19 minutes. Whereas Cork, it's been a rearguard action since the start, and really struggling to get out. If you just look at the number of bodies, purple shirts just in this area, put huge pressure on the Cork man. And Cork are really going to have to try and get the ball through those lines and get them switched out the other side. Otherwise, I think they're just going to get swallowed up. It's that kind of constant pressure is very hard to deal with.
Yeah, it is very hard to deal with. And again, that's great.
Daly will touch it, and Ngajo, but his touch just lets him this time. We've been saying how good he has been so far. We're just on that occasion, his touch lets him down.
Yeah, he knows it himself, the little laugh, and he got a bit of stick off the Cork fans that have made the journey up, but I'm sure he'll forget about that. Happens
to the best of wingers, Adam, doesn't it? I think it happened to you once as well.
Yeah, once, yeah.
No, 1998 was it?
Yeah.
But here, Griffin in there battling away with on one knee, and just mentioned the other Finn Sullivan, Rebecca Perot, and Derek Scanlon also involved at the Cork side. I mentioned Liam Murphy. Liam more upstairs, as we say nowadays, gone up into technical director role, not as involved in the coaching. He's telling me he's in his 25th year down now in Colosh to Stefan Naif as part of the Cork College setup. Daly gets this one into his feet, but Hennessy does well. Ball flicked away, but the left back Crow wins it for Galway. It's just pressure, getting it so hard to get out.
Yeah, Olani, when he gets the ball there out wide, he just needs to find a pass either central or backwards. he's trying to turn every time, and to be fair to Aaron Crowe, he has his number so far.
It's not Tobin just stepping out with it this time. After Dylan Lane played it to him. Ball goes forward to Frey. He'll do well there, but good header by Dario Fernandez. A little bit of suspicion he's leaning over, but Frey's going to have to try and put him under pressure here. Fernandez does well.
I like that physicality though from a centre half. You know, there's nothing worse than a centre half that drops off and lets the centre forward turn.
Yeah, you have to get in there. Yeah. Win the throw in. So Griffin again just tries to drop one over the Cork midfield into Ngajo. He has support out on the right as the ball is put straight into the box, and keeper will have to get this on the bounce, before the bounce rather.
Well,
yeah. So Kelleher coming forward with it, finds Olawane, and that one is it's gone off Ngajo.
but it was better from Olani because he tried to find the pass rather than turning into the man and just losing possession cheaply, and at least Hennessy can try and get them up the pitch with this throw in, and Frey has a chance to get at him.
He doesn't have an option in the box as such.
That's going to be a corner kick.
The first corner kick for the Cork Colleges. He had Hayden McCarthy working hard to get in the box, but he would have been the only option he had really.
Yeah, that's better from Frey. He's obviously a centre forward that likes to get on the ball and run it at people, and that's probably the first opportunity he's had to actually do it.
Yeah, ATU Galway pretty much have everybody back at this stage. Dugic maybe just going to drift forward now, but McCarthy with the cross, out swinger. It's headed away by Fernandez, but McCarthy, well, he won't get that before it goes for the throw, but a little bit of respite for Cork here.
Good defender from Fernandez again.
Yeah, Kelleher picks it up, and
that's going to be offside.
He just came from an offside position, even though when the ball got in around him. The actually ATU Galway two centre backs had actually dropped. You just see here, he starts in the offside position, and
he probably just
he was offside all the way.
Yeah, but that's frustration for Cork. The first time they really got up the pitch, and it's just it's what we call a cheap free kick, I suppose, and that's probably going to be offside on Daly as well if he gets a touch. But we're going to play.
No flag, but Ngajo. He has Dunphy, but ball comes inside to Dugic, and he's looking for Griffin. Griffin just hadn't given him he'd given him a better angle. He had a chance, but Griffin and Dugic in there battling with Kelleher, and pressure on McCarthy, but the ball gets popped out. They're the sort of balls that they need to get. Cork need to get them out into space. Sweeney, he's going for that big switch 2 or 3 times now, and it just hasn't happened. And I really think they just need to simplify their game a little bit, Cork, at him, and just get a foothold on the game. Knock those 5 or 6 passes together. Make Galway run around a little bit, but
it's confusing because actually Dugic is going to try in the same over Anstey, because they're trying to play and then they break that line. Instead of playing again, they're just lumping it long and giving cheap possession.
Daly here now with Dunphy, a little bit of defending. They look for he goes on his left foot. It's a decent strike. Decent strike. It looked like he was winding up for the right foot, pushed it onto his left and just drifts past the post at him.
Yeah, he picks it up again, and you question maybe the Cork midfield there. Where are they? And Dunphy probably does enough to do it, but
Dylan Lane in the Cork goal, he scrambled a little bit to get over to his left post, but
it's probably the story of this first 25 minutes.
So Dunphy back to his keeper Lane, and he'll have Tobin out the far side, and you'll see as the purple jerseys all drift across. Ball play forward again. It's just Cork will get possession this time. It's Olawanu, and but again it's just back. Galway getting the ball back to easy. Frey almost with a chance there. He's giving it away again. The keeper Davy. Cork keeping possession. Olawanu, and can he get on his right foot? Goes left. Pressure coming there on the number 8. Luke Salter gets it to Sweeney at left back. Sweeney beats his man. Cross again, just didn't get under it.
Sweeney's going to win it back here, I think.
He's showing huge energy. Sweeney's done so. I'm not sure, ref. I'm not sure about that one.
I actually thought the original time when Sweeney went to cross the ball in, it possibly could have been a free. He's going to get a talking to here from the referee for kicking the ball away. But Sweeney, there's a bit of bite to it. We'll see it here.
Oh, I didn't see
I
a lot
don't
on that.
know. No, the referee's a lot closer than us,
But
obviously.
yeah,
He's
and to be fair, Sweeney's the other side of him, so look at huge effort there from Sweeney. Daly tries to take that one down under pressure from Dunphy.
does well again, Daly, and
yeah, Sweeney battling there. Ooh, he needs to be careful, Sweeney, with the tackles. Just
Griffin does well again, but
yeah,
now here's a chance for Cork, I suppose, to get.
yeah. There's Luke McGreevy, and that'll be a free kick. All one new.
Yeah, Olawani does well. Again, though, his touch is sending him backwards, and he's probably lucky in a sense.
I think 90% of the time he's received the ball, he's been in his own half, 15 yards from his fullback, and they just need to probably get him in possession in the final third out wide and see can he do something. It's just his only option has been to go back, and with the pressure that ATU Galway have put on him with the press, it's been very difficult for them to get out. And
yeah,
you know,
McCarthy did well there to block actually Fernandez down. That's the first time they've probably got pressure on the two centre halves of ATU.
So Dugic doing well, flicks one into Sweeney, sorry, into number 6, McCardle.
That's a great ball if he can get there.
And Godjo, he will keep it. He'll keep it in. He has Hennessy in attendance, so
he's being left 1v1 here.
He tried the nutmeg, but Hennessy does well. All on one knee. Yeah, the ball is out.
That's going to be an ATU ball. He's probably trying to be a bit too clever, Olawani. If he just keeps it in and tries to play, he probably keeps possession for his side, but instead he's probably just trying too many tricks and flicks.
Yeah, Crowe with the long throw into Daly. Again, looks to go on his left this time. Great ball to the back stick. An opportunity here, laying ahead to the way. Kelleher helps it out further as Cork tried to break away, but ATU Galway will have a 3v1 at the back on Frey, so Mulawani tries to go and he beats Crowe, the left back, and he's running into space. This is where we need to see him. Oh, that ball, great touch by Duffy. Great interception. Mulawani just showed a little bit of what he can do probably in the final third there. Dujic with the tackle, and it's going to be a free kick. The linesman flagged that one.
I think he was listening to the Cork supporters behind him on that one, but it's a chance, I suppose, for him to get into the box, and we haven't said that often in this first half. The Cork Ultras.
Yeah, and second chance of a set piece for the Cork boys. They had one corner so far. Well, I think I've had 2 corners in this game, but no real big chances yet in this game. There's nobody shaking their head after missing a big chance, and you know but it has been pretty much Galway applying all the pressure. So Cork starting to come into the game in the last 5 minutes. Free kick here now by Hayden McCarthy. Decent ball in, but
again it's an ATU head.
Yeah, headed back in by Kelleher, but again Fernandez finishes the clearance as Hennessy plays that ball down to Tobin. Tobin on the left wing, the centre back, runs into it. Brick wall there.
There's a chance here. Griffin's on this far side if they can find them.
Yeah, great ball out by
Dunphy.
McCardle. Yeah, McCardle just saw Griffin, but
Dunphy, he reads the game well from that centre half position. He's given cover all day.
Yeah, to be fair, he's probably the standout player so far for the Cork Colleges.
Yeah, he's kept them in the game at times.
Oh, it's just as we say that, he's given a chance here to Daly. Daly's got around the keeper, and it's going to be 1-0 here for ATU Galway. Daly, just as we were talking, yeah, absolutely.
Commentator's curse.
Just a short pass by Adam Dunphy, picked up by Tom Daly. He had a lot of work to do still. He had to go around the keeper. He went around the defender. Hopefully, we just see this on a replay now.
Yeah,
so the pass is short. He comes inside the keeper. The defender's coming across. Tobin's coming across. He had to slide. And very cool finish.
As you like from Daly.
Probably no more than they deserved, Adam.
Yeah,
with the pressure that they've applied.
You know, 29 minutes, and you know, for the first 20 anyway, we were all talking ATU, and so we'll see it again here. The composure, it's brilliant. It sends Tobin flying, and you know, Tom Daly, he's a good diver and he's a good footballer, obviously.
Good. To be fair, you know, great shot there. The goal cam, you can just see how he was so composed, as you said, and if anybody was going to score for Galway, it was probably Daly.
Yeah.
Tobin wins the header, so Cork will have to come up with a solution to this. As Dunphy picks up possession, he's under pressure from Daly. Good ball into Olawani, and Cork.
Good play from
Hennessy.
Olawani.
Yes, decent ball goes forward. We've got their number 10 shown for it there. It was McGreevy. As Olawani just trying to keep possession here. He has Hennessy gone ahead, but
it might shake Cork this actually. Just that goal.
Even this little passage of play, it's about 6 or 7 passes, and they haven't done that yet. Just as Sweeney gives it away, but that's where they just need to be a little bit tidier when they win it back. Is see, it just kind of builds something in the opposition half as Tobin picks it up. Good play by McCreevy there, the number 10, but tried to play a ball in for Frey and the run, but was cut out by Fernandez, and Godjo picks it up this time with his left back Crow gone ahead of him.
Godjo needs to just find the pass here.
Yeah, he had Griffin inside, he just didn't spot him, but Hennessy sticks that one out, and
I think it was the number 6, Nicky Kelleher again. He's swung a leg at a Godjo twice, and you'll just see it again on the replay. And Godjo, yeah, it's probably a foul. No more.
McArdle playing out to his right back, Oisin King. Dugic, he's been everywhere too, Adam. You know, he's dropped in. He's playing in the number 10 shirt, but he's we've seen him pretty anywhere across the front 4 or 5 positions for the Galway lads. Ball headed on there. That was the number 11, Dara Crow.
Good play again, and yeah, it's that rotation in the middle that Cork, they just haven't been able to pick up their men, I suppose, and it's causing all sorts of trouble. But it's leaving so much space for Daly to drop in, receive the ball, and go in behind. And I suppose it's probably been the battle of the midfield so far.
Yeah,
and ATU have been winning it.
Yeah, no, they've good rotations. Like McArdle tends to be playing at the base as the 6, but the movement of Griffin and Dugic has caused Cork huge problems. As Dunphy does well, plays that one out, but Keller can't get a hold of it, and Lane will deal with that easily. A shot from Griffin, but sometimes just for a period you probably need to go just man for man on those two, essentially playing as 10s. You can just see them there in the shot. Actually, when we go back live in a second, sometimes you just need to go man for man for a couple of minutes, just settle down, curb the threat that those guys have, win your 1v1s on them, those duels, and see can you get a foothold. But look, it's still only 1-0. Just Fernandez falls over just out of shot, and McArdle dropped in to win it there. Sorry, it was McArdle, is it? It was actually Griffin, sorry, it was Griffin. But Hennessy has it here, and Godjo putting the pressure on, and just a misstep by Hennessy. Chance for Daly's run offside here, I think, but Godjo had to stay on it, he couldn't play it. Kelleher putting the pressure on Dugic. Again, back with Daly. And Godjo again plays a decent ball into Dugic. He looked to get this on his right foot and whip it in. He's only one player in there. Headed by Sweeney, yeah, good positioning. Cork there picked it up, and McGreevy was just trying to win it, but King plays it forward.
Cork can't afford to keep dropping off here.
So again, Griffin flicks one over to Daly. It's a great touch. Dunphy's under pressure. Taken off. Yeah, Hennessy on the cover does really well. That's what you want to see your full back doing. Read the danger.
Yeah, just see it here. It's great. Oh, it's a great ball over the top. Dunphy can't go near Daly, and that's what you need your right full to be doing. It's coming in.
Yeah. Daly with a chance of getting a second goal there, just didn't catch it properly, but the ball from Griffin was fantastic. As Freya tries to get it on her, but Fernandez has stuck to him like glue so far in this game. See that pressure, brilliant. He's just done that so well. And ATU will look to go back and build from the back. They have just that little bit more composure today so far. As King goes all the way back to Davy in goal. Duffy drops out, but tries to find Crow. It would have been a very difficult one for him because there was a good position by Olawani. Again, Freya's there, but Duffy using his strength and goes a long clearance, but Daly drops in and wins it.
Bit unconventional touch, but he's going to get there again, I think.
And Godjo and again Dunphy has to put that one in the stand. You know, I just feel so sorry for Adam Dunphy because he's done so well. Just that short pass, like, I mean, you looked at, even if you're looking at the top level of the game, you look at Virgil van Dijk, so good the other night against City, and then almost makes a mistake to give City a chance to get back in it, but his keeper dug him out. You know, Dunphy's so unlucky as McArdle wins that one. Played around by the number 11, Dara Crowe. And Godjo, no, there's not enough pressure applied on him quickly enough there. McArdle.
They need to be applying Fernandez pressure on Daly and Godjo in that situation. I think that's going to be a free out.
Yeah, McArdle just leaves a little bit on Kelleher.
One thing I'd say about Dunphy, he's reacted well since he made the mistake. You know, he hasn't let it affect him at all.
Yeah.
And was that a yellow card there from
McArdle? Mark McArdle's got the first yellow card of the game, so we'll just keep an eye on that. He's playing in there in the number 6 role. He's picking up Luke McGreevy there at the moment. But that midfield three have been very impressive for the Galway men so far. As Tobin goes along with this one, Keller almost gets a touch on it, but it's headed away and Godjo picks it up. Crowe again plays it inside to Griffin. Griffin with time to turn and look forward. Plays when Daly drops off. No pressure on Daly. I think, you know.
That's a man out wide.
Yeah, it's a great ball outside. Yeah, number 10, Dugic is. Was it Dugic? No, it was a number 11 actually, Dara Crowe.
He forces the corner off Sweeney, but again, it's a good way to pass from Daly, and Crowe does well to get his foot around and win a corner for his side.
Yeah, Sweeney defensively has done well. He's won a few tackles and he's got up the line a few times. Maybe just needs to be a bit tidier in possession, but
100%.
Yeah, looks like a decent player. Dugic with the outswinger. It was a one-handed signal last time from that side, and he was looking for Daly around the penalty spot, but it was actually Duffy who got the touch last time. So we'll just see what works out here. Again, similar corner. And
Duffy's going to get there.
Duffy again with the header.
Duffy just did enough to put him off, but again, he probably should do better. I don't know.
Yeah, probably a little bit too much air underneath this corner, but again, Duffy reads it, and as you said, Dunphy just does enough.
Yeah, he tries to redirect the header, whereas if he just puts it back to where it came from, I think he's a better chance of getting it on target. The ball's gone out.
By Tobin, yeah.
It's gone out.
Up. So with about 7 minutes plus stoppages left at half time. If you've just joined us, it's Cork Colleges of Further Education here in the CUFL Division 4 League Final. Crowe cuts that one out. It'll be a free kick. A foul on Crowe, or on Frey, by Fernandez, I think. So, but yeah, it's 1-0 here for ATU Galway in the CUFL Division 4 League Final. You know, Adam, most of the play and most of the pressure has been applied by ATU Galway, but they've left Cork in the game still so far.
Yeah, look, it's 1-0. Goals change games, and the next goal is very, very important. One thing I will say on that free kick is it was McGardigal again, and he's just been booked, so he needs to be very, very careful, because if you go down to 10, and I can see ATU, they're getting the substitution warmed up, and that could be they could change for the second half, and that could change the momentum in the midfield battle.
It's a decent ball whipped in around the penalty spot, headed away by Duffy, falls to Daly. He just held it, and Godjo can't get on it. Crowe helps it forward. Daly again, the goal scorer. Kelleher picks it up. Oh, well, referee lets that one go. Well, Awani has it. Oh yeah, it was unlucky.
Block.
Yeah, the number 7 there, just Hayden McCarthy just tried to play one through the outside of his foot. As again, Griffin gets on it here. Kelleher battling hard in there, good physical presence, winning a lot of ball back for the Cork men. Hennessy picks it up under pressure from Daly, and Dunphy will go to Tobin. Tobin has Sweeney ahead of him, but he needs to step in there and just see can he create that overload. But it's cut out. Yeah, he was trying to get it, but Dara Crowe.
Daly's in on the inside.
Daly on his right foot this time with the strike, and it's gone past the left hand post, but again, just Cork architects of their own downfall there almost.
Yeah, and it's the other centre half, Tobin, this time gives it away, and I'm not sure, Dunphy just kind of slips and gives Daly the opportunity to strike it, and you know, flashes past the post, but again, Cork can't afford to be making silly mistakes, because they're going to be punished.
And when he can't get on to Duffy, comes across, he'll go back to his keeper, back to DC, or Davy, sorry. And pressure from Frey.
Oh, he's got
Just
very
about,
lucky.
yeah, but yeah, Emmanuel does well in there with Dugic now picking up possession. Daly. See, Daly drops 5-10 yards off the centre back, and there's just no pressure on him in there. It's too easy for him. Griffin with his chance here with his right foot, and that's a great strike, but it's straight down the throat. Yeah, of Lane. Dylan Lane stood up to it.
Yeah, Daly, he's playing a bit like with Harry Kane with England. It's that dropping in, linking the play, and he's allowing space for runners off of as the referee stops the game here. But again, it's a good strike from Griffin, but straight down the barrel of the keeper.
Yeah, I think our linesman wants the ATU Galway substitute to warm up behind him. Duffy goes long. Duffy will be the winner here, as Griffin looks to take it down under pressure from Kelleher, and Dugic again just able to change direction on the ball as Daly, but Duffy will play that one forward again, and that'll be a throw in for the Cork men. Crow cuts out that throw from Hennessy, and it just hooks that one into just out of play.
I was going to say, thought that ball was out, but it was. The linesman was a bit late on the flag. Cork, they needed just a bit more movement on them throw-ins. Everything is going down the line, and it's too easy for ATU to defend it.
Yeah, ball goes out wide to Crow, and his King just looking to get beyond him on the well, he hasn't opted to go on the overlap, but McArdle does find King at right back. And again, McArdle just given the angle to receive, and under pressure that time from McGreevy. Ball played on one knee, but he was asking too much of the centre forward there. As quick as Devon Frey might be, he wasn't getting, Mo Salah wasn't getting on the end of that one.
No. ATU probably just doing the right thing now, managing the game. 3 minutes to go, less to half time. It's important that they get in either 1-0 up or 2-0 up, because they've created chances still. And
Hennessy under pressure, and Godjo, he has two in the box to him for. He has Dugic and he has Griffin. Cut out by Tobin. Good defended by Tobin again. He's been solid at him.
Yeah, I suppose both centre halves from Cork have been solid. It's just they've both made probably 2 mistakes, and it's nearly cost them. Well, the first one definitely cost them, but Godjo on this left-hand side is causing all sorts of havoc.
There's a little bit of a chat going on here, and this just in front of us in the Brian Laffey, and just chatting. I wonder whether Galway are going to make a change either before half time or after, but as Dugic, no hand signal, just drops it into the 6-yard box. Lane is under pressure from the big man.
And Godjo won it, I think.
He did, yeah. Might catch it on the replay, but it looks like he got a touch.
Yeah, again though, there's a lot of height on this cross in. It's hard to attack a corner when it's so high in the air.
Dropping down on top. So Crow wins it. Lovely touch by Griffin. Griffin probably the class act on the pitch so far today. Dugic now just trying to play one inside from inside out around Sweeney. But Sweeney trying to be too clever, trying to shepherd the ball out, and but Griffin is caught again twice. So Griffin, can you pull it back to Davy? Gets his head up, or to Daly, sorry, and again Cork just can't clear the line. Dugic drops this one in. Dunphy clears it. Crow tried to talk to, I think he thought about having a strike, but Crow puts that one just back on the edge of the box. Daly under pressure. Kelleher clears it. Emmanuel heads it back, and Cork dropped this one over top. So Frey will have, well, Duffy has about 15 yards on him as Davy clears that one again, as we're coming into the last minute of this first half here at Lone Town Stadium at Lissie Woolen. It's Cork Colleges of Further Education 0, ATU Galway 1. It's the Division 4 final of the Colleges and Universities Football League.
And it's actually, you're going Division 4, Gordon, and it's hard to believe because the quality on show has actually been very, very impressive.
Pitch, yeah. Griffin there in particular, just on the ball there, he wouldn't look out of place in a Premier Division side. And as Tobin gets this again, cut out by Crow. It's been their downfall all game really. It's just not connecting those passes, not keeping possession better.
He's blown for half time.
Yeah, he's not adding anything, but to be fair, there was very little to add on. There was no stoppages or real injuries, so at half time here at Lone Town Stadium at Lissywullen. It's the Division 4 CUFL League Final. It's Cork Colleges of Further Education 0, ATU Galway 1, and we'll be back with more coverage in the second half. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Athlone Town Stadium for the second half of the Colleges and Universities Football League Division 4 final between Cork Colleges of Further Education and ATU Galway. It's 1-0 to the Galway men at half time, and we just see a change here. Adam, the number 6, who picked up a yellow card.
Yeah,
the only yellow card in the game,
McCardle. Yeah, definitely. Mark McCardle has gone off, and it is Gussie Kamato coming on, or Gussie Kamato. That might just stir things up a little bit, Gordon, especially that they were so dominant in that first half. But I suppose the yellow card, and he kind of kicked out at a player then after, so manager taking no risks, I suppose.
Just had a brief chat with Ray Connolly. He's happy enough from the Galway side there. Ray's kind of secretary and we'll call him director of football for the Galway lads. Alan Conboy manager there with Brian Laffey on the Galway side, and we've Finn O'Sullivan, Rebecca Pro and Derek Scanlon, and Liam Murphy is here today as well, helping out with all his experience, but not directly involved really with the team as such, but just adding some of his experience to the setup as the ball goes long into the box, and DC picked it up, or Davey picked it up handy enough. Yeah, so the only yellow card, the only player that was carded has been withdrawn, and as you say, it'd be interesting to see how, because McCard was sitting in there doing a really good job minding the house, allowing Dugic and Sweeney or Griffin to go and play in midfield for the Galway lads. So it'll be interesting to see how this changes the dynamic, if it does at all.
Yeah, but we don't know. Kamato could be easily as impressive at the same thing that McCardle was doing, but certainly, something that Cork will look to exploit early on in this second half, because they didn't start the first half right, and it took them a long time to get into the game, and even at that, they didn't really, create that many chances.
Yeah, just I said briefly chatting with Lee Murphy. He just felt that there's a couple of guys a little bit nervous out there, so hopefully they might shake that out of the system for the second half and might see a bit more attacking threat from Cork. As the ball is a Crow-haired right back, King at right back, gets it to Crow inside, he flicks it into Griffin, who just kind of swings his leg at a fray, plays a little one around the corner, but Griffin stops Kelleher's forward run, cuts out that ball. There's
Sweeney.
Crow there just taken up by Sweeney, Sweeney tries to play it, but King cuts it out again. Dugic, who's on the ball a lot in this first half. A three-man press there from the Cork lads.
Yeah, McCarthy just got his leg in there, and a little roar from the Cork faithful. King, I'm not sure what happened there.
The ball just slipped down his back, actually, as he drew it back to throw it, but Dugic does so well here. Plays inside to Daly, the goal scorer, getting on his left foot this time, trying to swing it back on try.
He's got past them all.
He's burrowed through. He's made a great chance here. What a save! Brilliant save by Dylan Lane in the Cork goal.
Yeah, Daly, he just wouldn't stop. He kept going through everyone. We'll see it again here in the replay. Gets past one. Dunphy probably should be a bit stronger in the tackle, but Daly does very well. He probably needs to go low and hard there, but he did everything else right bar the finish.
Just looking for a match ball, yeah. Dugic will take this one. He's taken all the corners for Galway so far.
Yeah, outswinger again, Gordon.
Duffy has got his head on a couple of these corners so far in the first half. He'll be up there. They've been aiming for him and Daly, I think, have been the targets, as Duffy goes near post this time, but it's gone over. Fernandez tried to head it, but comes to Griffin. And Godjo on the left wing. Again, a player who's had a good game. Hennessy gets his body between him and the ball as well. Dunphy plays it forward to McGreevy. McGreevy gets out to Alawuna, and he gets it into Kelleher. Kelleher now just needs to get his head up, and does well under pressure from Daly this time, as the switch is just taken. The head of Duffy just deals with it. I think that's the kind of symptom of what's been happening to Cork. They get a little bit of possession, but it's given away cheaply, and suddenly they find themselves back defending. Sweeney in a physical battle with Dugic. Dugic comes out, but I would have thought it was a free kick myself for the Galway men, but they don't get it. We just see it here in the replay.
Yeah, Dugic, he wins the ball back, and Sweeney just kind of leans into his left leg and It's 50-50.
I thought you'd be back in the winger for that one, Adam.
He's a number 10, Gordon.
So here we go. Galway with Frey, Emmanuel. Two guys, physical strength just bouncing off each other as Frey puts Fernandez under pressure. Dario Fernandez, he's done well for them.
He has. He's been a physical presence there at the back for them, and he hasn't given Frey an inch. But you know, Frey, he's probably told at half time to be a bit stronger himself, and that's probably the first time he's got near Fernandez to throw a shoulder in. And we'll just see Dugic again. He's so tidy on the ball, and Cork just can't get near him.
Sweeney drops it.
Offside.
Yeah, Frey just started behind the Galway defence, and offside flag goes up.
Even at that, Fernandez still won the ball back.
Duffy, captain, I think, for the Galway side. Well headed down by Dunphy. As I said, been one of the better players for the Cork side today. As Griffin does well to keep that in.
He'll go at him too. It's a great ball. Not much Daly could do there. Dugic again, using his strength, and Sweeney's and McCarthy has taken two to get the ball off him this time.
Yeah, another corner for Dugic. Again, outswinger. You can see Fernandez and Duffy going up. Cork looks like they've a sub, two subs warming up. One warming up, and one looks like he's getting stripped to come on.
They probably do need a change at this stage.
Duffy with the header.
Oh, it's taken off Daly's toe again.
Yeah, and Lamwy won that one as Dugic keeps this in. Looks to go by Sweeney on the outside. He does well. He's got three players around him, but does get a cross in. Tobin cuts it out. Tobin under pressure here from
it's going to be
under pressure from Coe again. Yeah, just can't get out. Can't get out of half. It's a similar start to this half as there was in the first half.
Yeah, Cork probably need to make a change. Need something just to give them a bit more life, a spark, anything.
Yeah, ball goes deep. Fernandez and Kelleher keeps that one in, but
straight back to Griffin again.
An ATU Galway throw on the far side. Yeah, we've got the number 12 for Cork. That's Humberto Jr. is going to come into the game. We'll just see who's going to replace. So he'll be the first change for the Cork team. Again, another corner
kick, yeah.
Again, just one. It looks like Griffin looks like he's going across, as you know. Maybe Ngajo.
Yeah. They're looking for a ball, I suppose, first. That's the.
Yeah. Just wondering, will Cork probably won't chance making the change here on a set piece.
I think Griffin will whip this in swinger.
So again, Duffy has gone up. He gets a head on it, but it's blocked away by, was it I'm sure it was McCreevy. Actually, McCreevy with the clearance that time. Griffin tries a low bending cross in, but again, straight into Dylan Lane. No problems there. He goes long this time. Frey trying to battle here. Might just get in behind King here. Trying to hold it up well. Ooh, I thought he went through the back of him there. I thought Frey deserved a free kick, but anyway.
The chance here.
Yeah, Griffin and Gajo has Dunphy over there. Dunphy looks like he'll win that one. He does very well, reads it very well. So still 1-0, 54 minutes gone. You see this?
Yeah, probably
kick,
just comes through the back of him and unlucky. As a long throw comes in again here. Daly flicks it on. Tobin tries to clear. Dugic is going to pick it up again here at the edge of the box.
Griffin
Griffin.
looked like he was winding up there at him, didn't he?
Sweeney has to deal with it, and he doesn't. Chance here.
Crow battling, trying to dig it out. He's at it again, Crow. This time, Sweeney tries to roll back in the box. It'll be a free out.
Free out. Ooh. There was a bit of everything there, Gordon.
Yeah, and Cork away here with Kelleher. Free kick taken quickly. Frey was looking to make that run out on the outside, but
he stopped, and good defending by King. There's a bit more bite in it now, Gordon, I must say.
Yeah, the temperature is rising in this game a little bit, but Cork have to go at it now a little bit now. You know, they really have to. Sweeney again gets cut out by Daly, but Daly opted just to keep possession. He plays it down the line to Crow. Crow has again Duffy coming across. Duffy plays it off Crow, but just couldn't get the back. Yeah, it's too easy, too cheap to give him back to Kamato here.
Just build again.
Yeah, good tackle there a minute ago by Kamato as he's gone into that number 6 role in place of McCardle, who picked up the yellow card in the first half.
He's in here if you can find him. Great touch.
Frey Alawani, and can he get to just plays across the chest of Frey, and they're the little moments that Cork might live to regret. They're just, they're too deep, just as I said, I was chatting with Lee Murphy at halftime, he just said he felt he just needed to get their side a little bit higher up the pitch, and great challenge by Kelleher. That's the kind of pressure they need to start putting on Griffin and Dugic. Stop them getting on the ball, because they have the physicality over them.
Absolutely.
It's a decent switch there by Hayden McCarthy. A little ball just dinked again, but
that's a great ball.
Frey.
Fernandez, he did well not to get away the penalty.
You always take a second look when you see a man going down in the box, but
finally the change is going to be made.
Not sure, is it McCreevy or who's coming here? Is it? No, it looks like is it Hennessy the right back? I think it's Hennessy who's coming.
It's the right back.
Just wonder, maybe they'll sacrifice the full back and go with 3 at the back to kind of maybe overload that midfield or go 3 up top. So yeah, Hennessy just makes way here after 15 to 57 minutes played, and he was replaced by Humberto Jr.
Yeah, it's a bit of switching around from the Cork side. Looks like the number 6, Nicky Kelleher's gone to right back, and Junior has just slotted into that midfield where Kelleher was playing. That's a monster throw from Crow.
Had a couple of them into the box earlier on, but Alawani just under pressure from Humberto and from Griffin, and Humberto comes out with it. Or Kamato, sorry, Kamato. The ball should find its way to lane in the Cork goal. It does. Kelleher just looking for it.
Yeah, it looks like McCarthy and O'Lani have switched wings as well from the first half. They need I suppose they're trying everything just to get that attacking threat or something, just to get them up through the gears. Free. At least Junior, he's come on. It's his first touch. He's looked forward, positive, wins the free. They can't really afford to give possession back cheaply, which they have done again. It's so frustrating from a Cork point of view that they're getting these opportunities and they're just giving the ball straight back.
Tobin gets the ball out to one now, and he's just stepped on himself, and he's under pressure again. 3 players pressing him. And Sweeney under pressure from Griffin. Griffin, to be fair, in and out possession has been probably the best player on the pitch so far, Adam.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we thought, that change at half time might, change his role a bit. It probably has. He's probably been a bit deeper, but he's still been just as effective on the transition going forward.
Yeah. Wishing King just gives away a free kick, and again, it's an opportunity now for Cork to get a few bodies, get the big man Tobin and Dunphy up into the box.
Yeah, it has to be a good delivery, Gordon, or else they're wasting their time. I see Frey kind of just hanging here. I wonder will he just look for him down the line.
Alberto Jr. with the free kick. It's a decent ball in.
Great ball.
You can just get a touch on the Corkman can't, but it's cut out by Duffy.
He gave.
Yeah, Kamato clears it and Griffin helps it on further to Sweeney. Sweeney wants to go back out to Junior. Great touch out to Frey. He just needs to overlap here and create a bit of room as the ball. Oh, I'm not sure that ball was meant for Alawanu, but he would have.
Junior, he's working hard anyway.
He's made an impression for sure since he's come on the last minute or two. Yeah. Fernandez down, just holding his neck a little bit, but I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, it was just Junior. He's come on. He's tried to put in a bit of a shift, and he's probably a bit too eager on that occasion.
So ball goes long to Ngajo. He finds Daly with the header. Tobin cuts it out and he hooks it in over his shoulder.
Doesn't matter down to 7 to clear.
Yeah. Oh, Griffin, did he get? I thought he got a little nick there. It looked like he was hopping on one leg. I'm not sure what he was at.
Yeah, I think the two of them, Junior and Griffin, it's going to be a free.
Yeah, Dugic with the foul and Oni. Well, Oni just stretching the calves. It's a telltale sign of fatigue. He's wearing the captain's armband for the Cork lads.
Griffin is after getting booked here.
As well. Yeah, that's a bit of a blow. You need to be careful. They've already withdrawn a player on a yellow card. McCardle, his midfield partner in the first half. As Griffin is trying to explain, I think he did get clipped, but I don't think it was anything deliberate. It was just,
no. Probably the biggest worry here is if he's injured. I can't see where he would be, but
I think he's okay, to be honest. Look, he's okay. He needs to be careful there because he's been sitting down for almost a minute and then he hops up in front of the referee and he hasn't left the field of play, so I think he just kind of got caught in the ankle. Maybe the boot got nicked. His laces are open and I'm not sure. He needs to just tie them. Get on with it. No, unless he's broken a lace, but Junior just caught by Ngajo and he has Tobin here to beat, but Tobin stands up with the ball, falls to Daly. Daly again brings it onto his left, but good defender.
Yeah,
I think it was that time it was their number 8, Luke Salter. Here's a chance here now. Fernandez, ball falls to Olawani. I think he's handled it, has he?
Yeah, he has.
The ball just spun off the artificial turf and he just couldn't. He was so unlucky.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration. Fernandez doesn't deal with it, and it's a handball all day.
A little instinct to kind of keep the ball within his own, and the hand went out. And we have a couple of subs warming up, but again warming up on the wrong side. they'll all be sent down behind, linesman on this side. So it's
63 minutes gone, and it's hard to see where Cork are going to create a chance. It could be a ATU mistake that might lead it to a chance for them.
Dara Crow on the left wing puts the ball back into Dugic. He takes it down very well. He's looking for options. Crow at left back presents that option as a ball again goes out wide.
ATU are currently down to 10 here. Griffin is. Yeah, but I think he burst his shoe, I think, at the last challenge. But don't let the ball bounce.
Tobin deals with it, and Umberto again trying to get in the way. McCreevy finds McCarthy, is it, I think, and McGreevy gets it back into Salter. Salter done by the roll back by Dugic, who's very comfortable on the ball. Aloni again not getting anywhere with it. Sweeney steps inside Ngajo. I think he's going to allow advantage here. Frey in a little 1v1 with Fernandez. Just runs away, flicked it off his left foot.
He couldn't get his feet sorted out. And it was the first time he had Fernandez stood up, and to be honest, I think if he had sorted his feet out, he would have bet Fernandez on that occasion. Instead, it rolls into the ATU keeper, Adam Davey.
Duffy looked to step in with it, but then decided, no, I'll go to my central defensive partner. Fernandez is Dunphy again wins the header. Very decisive there that time on Daly. You can just see again Daly dropping into that space. You know, Cork probably just need to press on to him a little bit. Again, he picks it up in the space and he's just topping the balls. Yeah, it's just too easy for him now. And Gajo has him Burton inside, but Daly picks up, just can't get a hold of it, but the ball still falls for Dugic. Yeah.
Oh, that one, not so much.
Yeah, Dunphy looking for the option, plays it between the two Galway players to McCarthy. McCarthy overruns it, tries to tackle his way out of trouble. As you say, second touch of tackle there, but again McCreevy over on the right wing, but he's under pressure from two Galway players and loses possession. Griffin picks it up, looking forward, plays a great ball down the channel into Daly.
The race is on here.
Yeah, but
oh, that's going to be a Cork ball. That's a great tackle from Dunphy.
Yeah, Dunphy's been very impressive, and just I feel so sorry from that. Just that one short back pass, you know, was the cause of that goal. But you know, Cork aren't out of it yet.
No, not by any stretch.
And Galway, to be fair, Galway haven't been as creative in this half at all as they were in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know if that's down to tired legs or what. Like, we mentioned the big pitch. There's
Griffin gets away with one there. I think he's got away with that one. He's been lucky there. It was Humberto Jr., a substitute, who's just gone in, jumped into a little 10 roll there at the moment. But
yeah, he probably the replay, he steps on his left foot and takes the ball away off his right. The game has basically been played in the middle third of the pitch, Gordon. I haven't had to look left or right that often. There hasn't been chances at either end in the second half.
Yeah, Cork just haven't created a whole lot today.
It's going to be a throw in right in the very corner here to our right hand side.
So Sweeney gives it back to Tobin, but that was a risky one. Helped down by Salter. He finds Frey. Salter plays a great ball now.
Oh no, he just doesn't have anything.
Just a cramp hit him there now. You could see a couple of minutes ago he was stretching. I think we referenced it, but I think the skipper, I can just see he's so frustrated because it was a great ball down the channel and he just couldn't get there. I think, you know, when you see a dramatic stop like that due to a cramp, I think it's your race has run at him.
Yeah, no, especially because he was in. We've seen how quick he was in the first half. But I know from playing out wide in this pitch that after a while the legs can start to go if.
Well, on the players that track back.
On the players that track back, yeah.
Yeah, but no, you just see he just went and a cramp hit him on the calf there, and you know, I think we're going to see a sub coming soon. There's a couple of guys warming up for the Cork guys. So yeah, still 1-0 here. It's the CUFL Division 4 final from Athlone Town Stadium at Lissy-Woolen, and you know, Galway very much the better side in the first half. Cork, you know, one little mistake caused the goal, and Lamwy is going to go off. I think he's taken off the captain's armband, and he's
I think it's Tyrese O'Leary is going to come on for the Cork side, but it's disappointing, especially for your captain, your kind of leader, to be going off with 20 minutes to go on a final when you're 1-0 down. You know, they're the type of players you'd want for the latter stages when you're pushing to get that equaliser.
Duffy goes across to Hernandez. He goes to his fullback, Aaron Crowe. Cut out by Kelleher, who finds Frey's feet very well, but the pass is just short to Salter. Salter could have done with a slightly better pass, but Salter looks like he might have hurt himself there in the challenge. It was a block tackle, but Humberto Jr. is on the left wing. Salter still down injured, so Humberto Jr. goes outside. Can he get us? Pulls it back his right foot. That'll be a free kick.
Free kick, yeah. He
And
did
to be
very,
honest,
very
I
well.
think that's a card, that one, but I don't think he's going to produce a card. But to me, I think Oisin King is getting away with one there.
Yeah, Oisin King, he was well beaten there.
Yeah, he pulls him down, I think, with his hands. But you know, we see it here in the replay. He's under pressure. And he just, well, maybe not.
No,
maybe not
he
so
probably
bad. Yeah, sorry to Oisin. That wasn't a yellow card.
apologies, yeah.
It is a foul, but it's not a yellow. But yeah, so we just see, you know, Humberto Jr. He had a free kick from a slightly, kind of deeper position. He's a little bit wider this time, and his previous ball he put in the box was excellent. We just see, can he whip in something similar here and give the Cork lads a chance to maybe fashion an equaliser. Maybe, to be fair, against their own player really, but puts in it near post. It's decent ball. It's in. It's in. 1-1. The Cork men have got one back. Humberto Jr., the substitute, plays one around the ball. The keeper was missighted. He gets a touch off somebody. Could be a Galway player. We'll see it on replay soon.
Yeah.
But here we go. It's gone through the keeper's legs. Ball comes in.
It's just, it's. I think it's King. It's Oisin King just gets in the way of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he touched it, but
No.
they're back in the game. There's a sub coming out for Galway as well here. Sean Dibson.
Yeah, and I think it's the left winger Derek Crowe is going off, but you know, we talked about you mentioned it, Gordon, the delivery on the ball that
He's
he
had
put in,
two.
and it's
Two good deliveries. He's got a goal.
that's
And
the difference though in a final, a league final, because you need them moments of quality to drag it, because there hasn't been any chances for either side in the second half, and 20 minutes to go and it's a different picture altogether.
Oh, Cork man, we just see does this lift him? Can they raise the game even further? And Salter's down again. This doesn't look good. He's
No, I think he's holding his Achilles there.
yeah, he took a heavy blast on that. It was a block tackle, and he was down just before the free kick that led to the goal. But instantly he's gone down in his next challenge. This doesn't look good for Luke Salter.
Yeah, as we watch the goal back again, and I think it's
Yeah,
King
sure.
and
It's just missighted the keeper a little bit. He's probably expecting a touch. I'm not even sure if Oisin King got a touch on it, but look, it's all academic anyway, because it's 1-1 here in the CUFL Division 4 final. Cork probably against the run of play, haven't created a lot of chances, but here we see it from the goal cam side, and it doesn't get a touch. I think it just missights him.
it's a junior goal. To be fair to the keeper, as an attacking player, you're told to whip the ball across the front post where bodies are running across, and the keeper, could he do a bit better? I'm not sure. It's a
difficult one.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah, it looks like Luke Salter is okay. I saw him hopping from one foot to the other, just checking himself out, and again, there'll be one relieved man out there. It's a player who just headed that away, Adam Dunphy, because he's been outstanding here for the Cork men, and it was his mistake that led to the goal, despite being probably one of the best players on the pitch. He would have, I'm sure he will really thank Humberto Jr. there for fashioning that free kick equaliser. He's got his centre half out of jail a little bit.
He has, but Junior, his overall play since he come on, he's added a bit more intensity to it for the Cork side. But
Yeah, he's given a bit more attacking cut. So Frey gets this one here, and I mean, O'Leary just loses possession here to Dujic, the substitute, and again O'Leary has this one. He's going to drop onto Frey, and behind the defence Duffy cuts it out as well. The captain for the Galway lads steps in to midfield, just needs to be careful, does well, gets it out to Crowe at left back, and he drops a lovely ball over the top for Daly, but again Adam Dunphy, it's
not cleared though.
he'll get another little lift from that. He's been brilliant all day, but the fact that, you know, his goal now won't be the reason to lose the game. If they'd lost to 1-0, he'd be very upset. But it's back to 1-1. McCarthy A switch there for, it's coming to Salter. If he can get a hold of it, he flicks it on to Junior, but Griffin, Galway's probably best player today now, gets on. He does well, gets it to Daly. Daly gets on his right foot. He has long range strike.
Oh,
not sure, did he get a touch? No.
No, but similarly to the Cork goal, I think Lane is, I don't think he can see it, to be honest. I think Tobin kind of gets in the way, and he's a bit late reacting, but it was always going wide, and the keepers will always say they have them ones covered.
Yeah, absolutely. Just on our goal cam here, we can see it. Yeah, he's a little bit worried about it, but he has to cover the post. It looks like there's a change coming here for Galway again. Ball into the stand, and see the referee's just going to come over, allow this change. It's the number 14, Alex Murphy. Not the Alex Murphy from Galway that's playing with Newcastle, we must add. We'll just see who he might replace. So, looks like,
I think it's going to be the rightful King, is it?
Yeah, looks like Oisin King, yeah. Oisin King has been replaced by Alex Murphy. Just interesting to see is the substitute Kamato going to go right full?
Yeah, I think it's another change in.
Yeah, Murphy looks like he's going in as a 6, yeah. So Griffin puts it into the box, aiming for Daly.
Dunphy does enough just to get the initial.
Dugic wins it, and so actually earlier on with the injury, it was actually McGreevy, not Salter. My mistake actually. It was McGreevy who had the injury, but he looks good again.
Yeah, when he's looking back, he won't be thankful to Junior, because Junior was telling him that he was coming off. Good to see. You'd hate to see a player go off injured in the final, and they've already lost their skipper through cramp, and that's great play by Duffy again, the ATU skipper, and I think that's going to be a free. And questions of a yellow card there as well, maybe for the substitute O'Leary.
Just a little bit of information in there on the Galway lads from Ollie Neary, my ex-Galway United teammate. First team manager Merview United, just telling me, King Griffin scored in the under-17 final for Merview v Park Villa, and he's saying Tom Daly is a real good prospect there, as we've seen today, playing with Colga and in the Galway League as well. Here's a chance for Murphy, and he did mention Murphy. Oh, what a finish! Ollie had said to me, Alex Murphy, he's with Galway under 20, decent player. He said he'll hurt them now, they're getting tired, and that's a fantastic finish. What a goal! Top corner, they don't come much better than that on his left foot. Switched it from his right to his left, and Galway back in the lead.
Yeah, it's a moment of quality. Great step over, left foot, bang, top corner. They don't come much better than that.
We're going to see, over the next couple of days, we're going to see 8 finals here in the stadium, and I'll tell you, we'll do well to see a better goal than that, because he comes onto his right foot. He's just set up by Daly, was it? And
it's a great
Murphy just guys, and nobody stops those. Finish. Yeah, look at that quality. That's under 20 National League quality there, and that's an instant impact from a high class player, obviously. But what a goal! What a goal! So it's 2-1 now. The situation here. Cork Colleges, who again probably against the run of play, got a goal without creating a whole lot, got the equaliser. But Galway United, Galway United player Murphy now has put ATU Galway ahead with about 12 minutes left. So
he's off. He's offside.
Yeah. So thanks to Ollie for that information there. It's kind of, we've no match programs here, and we're in the dark a little bit on the players and the levels are playing at, and I just got, thanks Ollie, I told you with a few smileys. Come on Ollie, thanks very much Ollie. But again, Ollie, absolute Galway United legend and a top quality coach, A licensed coach. Thanks for that Ollie. But look at Cork have it all to do now. It's they're going to have to go change their shape at them without a doubt.
Yeah, they have to do something. Like with 10 minutes to go, they have to push forward, and look, if you concede, you concede, but you have to give it a go, especially in a final. You don't want to concede here now, but O'Leary does well to pick the ball up.
Yeah, he kicks that one out.
Yeah, but
I should mention Ollie is a very good commentator also. He's co-commentator to the brilliant Keane O'Connell down in Galway United, all their games there. I got to deputise for him once, so I got to be, Ollie's understudy down
Ollie's
there once,
understudy,
thing. But no, he's a top commentator in all the National League games. But so look at, I'm not sure. I mean, Cork have to do something here. I don't know what they have on the bench at this stage, but it's whether they go 3 at the back and throw caution to win. They probably have to. There's only 11 minutes left. I mean, at this stage, when you're coach, you really you have to decide: do we just go? Can we lose 3-4-1, or can we, go at it and see can we get an equaliser and maybe dig something out? But it's just the chances have been few and far between for Cork.
Yeah. Probably one moment of quality from a free kick. I don't remember the ATU keeper making a save or even them having a shot.
Yeah.
Never mind a save to make.
Yeah, Duffy and Fernandez have been rock solid in the central back positions there for Galway, and Cork haven't they're not getting Frey on the ball. I mean, it must be very frustrating for Frey up top for Cork, because he just can't he can't get a hold of it. The quality of ball going in probably isn't good enough. McGreevy tries to get again. Frey just trying to hold off Fernandez, but physical strength from Fernandez all day has been a key part of his game.
Yeah, 2 centre backs from ATU. They haven't given Frey a sniff. They've a chance to get another one here.
Dibson out in left wing at Kelleher. He just skips by
well.
Kelleher. Tries to get into Daly's feet, but cut out by Salter. But Murphy picks it up, tries to come back inside again. Dibson this time gets it across with Tobin with the clearance. McCreevy can't get a hold of it. Griffin hooks it away again. Griffin, for me, probably the best player in the pitch, Adam, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be a free. Few questions around that one, especially from the Galway side.
Yeah, we haven't really mentioned, it's always a good sign, we haven't really mentioned the match officials, but James Murray has done very well. Yeah. Fernandez kicks that one away, but James Murray in the middle with Damien Conlon, assistant referee on the far side of the pitch, and Glenn Campbell from Ballinasloe, a great player in his own right back in the days with Ballinasloe. Great to see a player kind of take the challenge of refereeing. Most of us go coaching, but he's gone refereeing, and he looks like it. I've seen him reffing in the middle before, and he's a very good prospect as a ref also. But Daly tries to hold this one up, and Dunphy just takes it off him. Kelleher around the corner to McCarthy, back into Dunphy, but Daly does so well, the Colga player. And Gojo trying to, I don't know, was he trying to feed back? Yeah, he was just trying to put it back in for Duff or for Daly, but this one's over top of the flag. It's gone off. It's second or third time in this half that Frey has been offside, but
and at this stage they can't afford him not holding his run. To be fair, he probably has the legs on the 2 centre halves, Fernandez and Duffy at the back. They don't look the quickest, but physically they're strong.
But they've got tight, and he's opted to play up high as a centre forward and play with his back to them, whereas Daly has done the opposite for Galway. He's dropped into the pockets of space and held up the play, and he's had chances to get on it and turn, and it's just different styles. And chance here now for Humberto Jr. Can't get on it, but good play there by the substitute Goosey Kamato. Again, Daly, look at him in the centre of midfield there, taking up, just keeping that simple pass, and Griffin just plays it ahead. But again, just to say that Kamato just can't get to the pitch of the ball, and Cork now, you could just sense again a little rise, as I say, in temperature in the game, as Cork now have to just put a bit more effort in it, just try and put Galway under pressure.
They need something. They need to throw bodies forward. It's just anything. 7 minutes to go, less. Yeah,
Tobin trying to find McCarthy is what is picked up by McCreevy. McCreevy under pressure from Dugic. Little nutmeg there on Griffin as Salter tried to get possession. McCarthy has it.
He's just going the wrong way. Leary.
Ball goes down, but again,
don't foul him.
Goal scorer.
Don't foul him. He hasn't. Did well, Junior, actually.
Goosey Kamato did well there. So, but Junior, good pressure on the stand-in right back there, Kamato. So, but Griffin just kicks that one into the stand. Wasn't taking any chances, and You know, with just under 6 minutes plus stoppages. He didn't play anything in the first half, but there'll have to be stoppages in this half. A couple of injuries and all substitutions. Yeah.
You know, you can just hear the rows from the Cork bench. Squeeze them in. And if they've any chance of getting an equaliser this late on, they're just going to have to get the ball back and have to get a shot away. You can't score if you don't shoot. But Junior
side. Shot is blocked. That ball will spin and possibly go for a corner kick.
Chance here now.
Yeah, Adam Davey. There's nothing he could do about that. That was always going to, spin off the turf and go for a throw. But they're going to need to lock down Junior here, I think, the Galway man, because he is a threat coming in on his right foot. I think it's Kelleher, is it?
I think McCarthy, the new captain.
Dunphy tried to just flick it on and help it in, but in Godjo, that'll be a free kick, high boot.
So I think it was the sub-shooter, was it O'Leary?
Yeah. So we'll just see it here in replay.
Yeah, O'Leary. Yeah, he's got booked for it as well, but look, to be fair, at this stage you just you're trying anything and everything to get that equaliser.
So I think we got an instruction there from the Cork bench for Junior to just stay up, possibly just pushing 2 up high now, maybe 4-4-2 or 3-5-2. We're not sure. We just see it now as a shape up. Sweeney is still at left back, but no, it looks like Kelleher's still right back maybe for now, just from the goal kick.
Yeah, he's telling Junior to drop back now, out of possession, but they need the likes, and that's going to be free.
Yeah, again a tired tackle. I think you mentioned in Godjo a minute ago, Adam, maybe just a little bit of fatigue, but a little bit late there.
Yeah, he looks a very tired man out there. He did a lot of running in the first half, hard running, a lot of high intensity running. It's the latter stages this second half, but ATU are going to need everyone if they're going to get through this.
Yeah, so Kelleher plays that one long. Tobin trying to win it with Duffy with the header. McCarthy picks it up. Cracky with the shot, and it's I don't know, Adam. I think it's a bit speculative.
And to be honest, I don't think it was ever set. We'll see it here on the replay. It's questions of a push on Tobin. McCarthy.
I'm just wondering,
just back stick.
Back, Duffy's at the back stick. Just drop it in there. Just. But it's all easy from up here anyway, Adam, isn't it? We're the best players in the world from the commentary position, but yeah, these are the moments.
Good flick from O'Leary.
Yeah, again, Fernandez just slices that one as McCarthy tries to pick it up, and he might get a touch here, but I think he left
advantage. Daly's on.
Daly, Dugic is the only player up in possession or up in attack, and when he hits this on the right foot, is blocked by Kelleher. Dugic had to be careful there.
Good tackle from Sweeney, but it's going to fall.
And Godjo with the strike blocked by. Yeah, it's blocked by Dunphy, and it's gone forward here.
Murphy does well. Yeah. Is he off? He is. He's offside.
Dugic,
he's offside.
Just offside when the ball is played, and he's protesting, but he's not getting anywhere with Glenn Campbell.
Cork need to just get the ball forward here. It's getting very, very late. Even if it's a scrappy goal, they'll settle for it. They'll keep them in the game. Try and force extra time. So he just slipped as he tried to switch it out to McCarthy on that far side.
Daly just a hold up, just slips the ball. Thank God, Joe. Doesn't have to do anything spectacular. That'll be a throw for the Galway men again, take a little bit of pressure off them.
Yeah, Galway, ATU Galway, they're in absolutely no rush at all to take this throw in. Daly is probably the first time but he's won it back again. I was just going to say it's the first time he hasn't probably held the ball up, and straight away he wins it back. But
time running out. We're inside the last minute now. It's the CUFL Division 4 final. ATU Galway's B team against the Cork Colleges of Further Education. you can see that just in front of us, out of shot. You know, the Galway subs are all standing up. Alan Conboy, Brian Laffey there, with all their squad around them. They're just waiting for that final whistle, but you know, there could be another 5 minutes here at least.
Yeah. It's going to be a free in though, and it's not great from a Cork point of view. I think it's a yellow card as well. It's a number 10. Number 10, Luke McCreevy, I think, has got that, but there's no need to be making a challenge because he's only trying to hold the ball into the corner.
Yeah, look, time is literally up. Well, the 90 minutes are up, but you'd imagine they'll just tap this and bring it to the corner. You can't see them sticking in the box, but the Murphy's gone across. Substitute who's scored that fantastic goal, Galway United under 20 player. As Ollie nearly rightly said, you know, extra bit of quality. Just see what they do here. I'd be very surprised if they don't just bring it to the corner flag. Referee James Murray just stepping back the Cork wall. Yeah,
Murphy
corner flag, yeah. That's it, he wins a throw-in. Now we don't have a fourth official, so we won't actually be able to tell you how many minutes are actually being added. So, but we are 1 minute of the injury time has been played already. Griffin picks up possession, just knocks it forward. Not on any. Sweeney just struggling to get under.
Yeah, frustrating. That's tiredness as well. To be fair to Sweeney, he's put everything into this 90 minutes of football. The thing is, frustration from the Cork bench, a bit of the time wasting, but you know, if it was the other foot was on the other shoe, perfect.
The shoe was on the other foot.
Sure,
yeah, know what you meant.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. O'Leary trying to keep, but that's going
to
be a corner kick
again.
Again.
Sweeney's having no luck.
No, it is another opportunity here for Dugic, and well, Murphy's gone over again. He's, you know, you'd imagine they're just going to play this into the corner flag. It'll be O'Leary's gone there. He's a big man. Cork are going to have to just try and go in and win this ball.
Yeah, 92 minutes on the dot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sliding tackle there by Tobin, and that's a free kick now. So
yeah, there's just no need for it.
Same situation.
Yeah,
that's a yellow card by Tobin. So, you know, a couple of yellow cards racked up. Cork still have 2 players on the pitch on yellow cards. 3 actually. O'Leary came in, picked up a yellow. So,
yeah, I get the frustration from Tobin, but he's only given go with the ball in the corner again. So.
I wouldn't imagine to be any more than 5 extra added on, and over 2.5 are gone. Again, we're in the lap of the gods here as to Dugic tries to win the corner kick, and he does.
Corner, yeah.
Just all runs the clock down here for Cork. And Corkman going, you know, put the ball down for the corner, but it's you know, massive frustration here on the Cork bench. O'Leary. I think it's a goal kick this time.
Kick, and this is their chance now. They have to get everyone forward.
Lane opts to go to Dunphy. Dunphy has Kelleher in front of him. Kelleher needs to just get this ball forward here. Step forward, and Cork need to get. There's not enough bodies forward.
No.
Well, Ngojo couldn't keep it in, but Sweeney's over on the right wing. Oh, I thought there was a free kick maybe there. A little bit of
Carty.
Yeah, it's Duffy again, comes out with it outside of his right foot, plays a brilliant ball up to Duffy, or Daly, sorry.
He's given a handball now.
Yeah,
just nearly at 94 now, Gordon.
Yeah, the keeper Lane has come over here onto the left wing looking for, well, Dunphy thought about switching it, but he didn't. Ball going forward, Tobin gets something on it, Duffy heads it away, it's picked up by Dugic. All little key moments in the game, and here's a chance.
Side.
Daly's on side, he probably should have slipped it, but
it's a
great tackle by Dunphy, but it looks like he's got hurt here now.
Yeah, I don't know if he just got a clip in the face when he missed the tackle, but it's a game-saving tackle as such.
Yeah, he's got a little nick off his knee, but I don't think it's anything, hopefully nothing too serious, because he's been a standout player for the Cork side.
It's a game-saving challenge, but it might be just a bit too late from a Cork point of view.
So the look, ball slips out of Crow's hands, and Cork really need to get possession here. And Daly again, Colga centre forward. He just runs it into the corner and wins a throw in, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to Dugic, can he get it on his right foot? He can't. Well, Tobin just couldn't bring the ball with him. Frey, a little chance here now for Sweeney to get in behind. They've got bodies coming in. He just needs to get in the box or find a red shirt. But
Fernandez again.
And that'll be the full-time whistle.
That's
Galway
it.
are the Division 4 CUFL League final winners here. 2 goals. Goal first in the first half. There was a mistake in the Cork defence, and but the chance then was Tom Daly buried that chance. Very, very composed. You know, there was the equaliser from Humberto Jr. from the free kick at him, probably against the run of play.
Yeah, definitely.
But what a winner. Alex Murphy, top goal. I mean, you know, to win a final, that's the type of goal you want to win with.
Oh, absolutely. Alex Murphy, you know, a bench in a final can be so important, and Alex Murphy comes onto the pitch, you know, you get a text message saying the quality that he has, then bang, shifts it from one foot to the other top corner, and you know, it's the difference between the two sides at the end of the day.
Yeah, so we'll have the presentation shortly, and I know there is a player of the match award, kindly sponsored as a reconditioned phone by Mint Plus. So we're just going to wait and see. Presentation probably just be here in front of us now very soon. Trophy will go to the ATU Galway man. To be fair to Cork, Adam, they never gave up. You know, to be fair, they were second best for most of the game, but there was only a goal in it.
Yeah, look, they gave it their all. Unfortunately, they probably just lack quality on the ball. Sorry, I won't even say quality, just composure maybe at times on the ball. Maybe the occasion got to them. Unfortunately, the opposition bring on a player who's playing at a higher standard probably than most of the players on the pitch, and the quality shines through, and it's a great goal.
Yeah. So I know, certainly our pick of player of the match is Keane Griffin. I'm not sure. I think it'd be hard to look past him. He's down there rubbing his hamstrings just to the left of the screen. He's
yeah, Tom Daly as well from an ATU point of view.
Yes, they're down in one of the rooms downstairs, just on the left. So we'll have the presentation shortly here. Just they're just setting up the medals down there. Robert Oldham from the WSCAI and Ray O'Malley, chairman of the Colleges and Universities Football League. I'll just say a few words before the medals are handed out. ATU Galway, the winners, 2-1. I think it's fair to say, Adam, the better side throughout the game won.
Yeah, definitely. I think ATU, they were strong start to finish, come out in the second half like they wanted to win it. In the end, they're victorious and fully deserved of it.
So we won't pick up Ray's words here, but I know he'll be presenting the medals, the trophy, and also the Player of the Match award, who we picked Keane Griffin as the man of the match, the Mervyn United player. So we'll be back, and our next game today is on at 4 p.m. That will be the Division 2 final, and that's going to be between, at 4 p.m, Limerick College of Further Education versus University of Limerick B. So it's an all Limerick final here in Athlone for the CUFL Division 2 title, and I said that will be live streamed later on. I think they're about to announce the Player of the Match award. It's a mint plus phone for the winner, so it's a nice little prize to get.
Yeah, I should have got man of the match myself. After cracking mine, Gordon.
So Keane Griffin with the Player of the Match award. So I think fully deserved. I mean, he was a huge attacking kind of option in the first half, getting on the ball a lot, creating a lot. Second half, he probably had to do a little bit more work out of possession, and he did that job very, very well. But yeah, I think it's a fair assessment of who's the best player on the pitch there. Dugic did well at spells. The number 10, the two centre backs were solid for Galway, Fernandez and his partner Duffy with a couple of little headers and chances early on in the game from set pieces. But we won't forget the Cork guys either. Adam Duffy in particular, centre back.
He was very, very good.
Outstanding player, yeah.
You know, barred the mistake for the goal, and that might overshadow his own kind of mindset after the final. But he was very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And he should be proud of his performance here today.
Yeah, and maybe Cork might be looking at it and thinking maybe Humberto Jr. maybe could have got him on a little bit earlier, because he did have an impact when he came in, and he did score from that set piece. His other free kick he whipped in was very dangerous. As the Cork boys get their runners-up medals.
Look, and the one thing you can say to Cork is that there's a cup after Christmas, and it's not that far away, so you have to just reset. And I know a lot of them will have exams now for the next couple of weeks and a lot of study, but then when they come back after Christmas, they can sit down, refocus, and go again.
Yeah, we'll have the cup action will start in January, late January and early February, and I know the CUFEI Cup finals will be here around March as well, so they'll have another opportunity to win a trophy.
It's great to see the support that they've brought with them today. They're only a small college,
Yeah,
and
it's anybody, the exams that are semesterized with exams next week. I mean, they're in reading week, and it's it takes an effort to get down and break away from the studies and support your college. So just wait for that. I think the Galway players will receive their medals next, and then they present them with the Division 4 League trophy. So again, Ray O'Malley, the chairman of the CU College Universities Football League, there's another couple of words. He's just going to present the medals now to the victorious team, ATU Galway. Duguid just going through there. He was in the shake-up for man of the match also. Murphy, a match winner, under 20 National League player, playing here for ATU Galway's B team in the final.
player of the match, King Griffin.
Yeah.
Doesn't have enough hands to hold the phone, the Mint
Trophies and
Plus
phones
phone, the
and
trophies, medals, boots. Winning's guaranteed, and need a new pair of boots after this anyway.
I see he has the Action Man shin guards on as well. And Gajo, who had a great game, out in that left wing for ATU Galway. McCardle, who picked up the yellow card and was withdrawn at half time, I think. I'm not sure whether it was an injury or just the risk of a red was the reason behind that. And Duffy, the captain, who's going to take the trophy here now. Brian Laffey down there. And Alan Conboy, the head coach, and see Ray Connolly down there, who's, as I mentioned at the outset of the commentary, that Ray has been involved in my days back playing in college. I know in 1998, with Athlone IT, we won the Colleges Cup down in Galway, and Ray was the organiser of the event. And Phil says that's not there yesterday. But,
the champagne's out anyway.
So Ray O'Malley will present the Galway captain, Dan Duffy, with the trophy. They're the CUFL Division 4 League winners for 2024, and they'll be hoping to come back and win more silverware in 2025 when the cup kicks off.
There you go.
So, great celebrations down there from the Galway men as the Cork boys trundle down into the dressing room. But to be fair to the Cork boys, they stuck at the task. You know, Galway were a slightly better side, but Cork boys never gave up, stayed in the game, got their equaliser, but ultimately a cracking goal by Alex Murphy was the difference between the two sides.
Yeah, congratulations to ATU Galway, but commiserations to Cork. Look, it's great when you get to a final, but unfortunately today was not their day.
So just see Lee Murphy heading off there. Cork City legend, former player, former manager, you know, won every trophy in the game at Cork City. I think he was captain of the night they had their famous 2 legs against Bayern Munich, keeping Stefan Effenberg quiet back in the day. But we'll be back at 4 p.m. for our second commentary game of the day in the CUFL League finals. We'll have 3 games, as we said today, with the big Premier Division final later on. You know, so at 4 p.m. we will have Cork College of Further Education against ULB, and then at 7 p.m. tonight we will have Maynooth University against TU Dublin in the big Premier Division League final. So let's say we'll be back at 4 p.m. for that next game between the 2 Limerick colleges. Thank you.